that's why I said that when they sent me back here, they was hoping that somebody would take me out. But what they don't know is I'm not afraid of death. Whoever come for me, we going together. I'm not going by myself. Got to ride somebody back down there. But that's why they kept me in there 6 years past my out date. I supposedly got out in 2002. I didn't get out until 2008. They was trying to see if they could keep me in there for the whole 30 years. They had no ground to even hold me in there past 2002 since they made the deal. It's in the contract, but they breached that contract. That's why I filed the court papers and I finally got out. But even after I got out, they tried to set me up. One prosecutor tried to prosecute me for a crime that she know I didn't do. I took a lie detector test to show I didn't do it. The people came and said I didn't do it. The judge finally got the case back in his courtroom and had to tell them, what do y'all have? Well, he talked about all the crime that he did back then in the days. Okay, well, y'all made a plea agreement with him. He could talk about it. Freedom of speech. But she didn't want to hear that. She just wanted me to go back to prison. But that didn't work because the judge told her, y'all pulled this case out of my courtroom because you knew that this one had never got past this. Y'all been holding this man for 5 months in this cell. Well, I'm setting him free. Prejudice is added to it, so you can't never bring these charges back up on him. And if y'all ever try to bring him back to court for anything, I want his file put in my courtroom. Y'all not gonna run no flim-flam on this man. So just think of how many other people she done pulled flim-flams on, got placed into a judge courtroom that basically that she had the judge in her pocket. Because he had to be crooked to keep on saying, okay, that they find grounds to hold me. What ground? Only thing she talked about was my past. I served the time for that. I mean, every time I went to the courtroom, that's all she brought up was my past. One of the news media came down there and filmed the whole thing. He got everything on film for me. But yeah, that's going to be brought up too in the movie. I mean, I got a lot of stuff that's going to be brought up in the movie. And I'm quite sure that he holding all that for me to show that they tried to railroad me into prison. So how many other people have she railroaded into prison? They need to check her background, her record, and how many people she done tricked into that one judge chamber. I can't give you the name because I ain't got it on hand right now, but I got it in the court papers. I got copies of everything that they did and tried to do. But yeah, they got me back here. Now that I'm back, I don't see too much of anybody because I've always been who I've always been. I stick to myself. I really go nowhere unless I'm going shopping to go get me something to eat or some clothes or this and that. I try to stay out of people's way, even though there's some people that is trying to push me over the edge. I don't think they really understand. If they push me over the edge, they won't be around to watch it. What happened to me? And I figure, well, they probably wind up killing me because I'm not going back to prison. I ain't got no more time left in me. I'm too old to go back to prison. I'm too stubborn to just lay down in the hole and pour the dirt over me. So all hell will break loose. But this individual, they steady pushing me and pushing me. They said something to one of my love members of my family. And the only thing stopped me at that point was my love member of the family had to grab me by the arm and say, don't, because I was on my way over there to do that person. But they got to understand, if I do that person, I got to do everybody that's around. I can't leave a witness. So I'm hoping that they never push that button to see the real beast that's in me come out. I've been holding this beast in since I got out. I mean, first 3 days I was out, the guy at Food Stamp place, he gets mad at me because the lady at the counter told me to step to the side, fill out the papers. When you finish filling them out, step back up here, which I did. So he gonna say it out loud that I could hear him. How am I? He can't be just cutting the line with his disrespectful ass. I was like, who are you talking to? Talking to you. I said, man, your best bet is to leave me alone. Because, see, I make you part of one of these walls. He said, I like to see that. Your wish is my command. I started headed towards him. My sister seen it. She jumped up and grabbed me. The lady behind the counter knew who I was. So you know, like she came out and they both got in front of me. And, oh, don't, Mr. Crab. You just got out. I don't mind. He want me to show him that I can make him part of one of these walls. He would become part of that wall before anyone could stop me. But she said, no, you come with me, Mr. Crab. I'm taking you back there now so they can see you and get this over out the way so you get up out of here. Okay. My sister said, just calm down. Just calm down. I said, hey, been locked up all these years and this fool stepped to me like he gonna do something to me? That boy got a lot of balls. So I go back there. By the time I finish my paperwork, about 5 or 7 minutes, come back out. He's sitting behind my sister. Let's get this subscriber going. I need 25,000 subscribers. Let's see, can we get it going on? You feel me? Like Marvin Gaye. I think it was Marvin Gaye that said, let's get it on. So I stepped over there, and my sister finally spotted me coming. And she stood up and grabbed my arm and said, listen, he just want to apologize. He didn't know who you were. He stood up to me, man, I didn't know who you was, Mr. Crab. I'm sorry, blah, blah, blah. I didn't know how this played out. I said, you played your cards. I'm going to put a trump on it. He looked and smiled, and my sister pulled me by the arm and led me out the building, but I kept looking back at him like, man, I want to do him. I mean, this man going to tell me he like to see it. Okay, well, any place else, anywhere else, I would have been dated. But like I said, my sister jumped in front of me, the lady behind the counter, which was a cool individual, and I liked her. From then on in, every time I went in, she would always tell me, you come over here, Mr. Crab, you come over here. We're going to get you in and out. I was like, why is it that nobody wants me to come into this office or any office I go to? They be wanting to get me out of it real quick. I'll be like, I'm a nice guy. I wouldn't hurt a fly. Unless he land on my food. But I wouldn't hurt a fly. Hopefully I don't have a tree shredder around. That's my favorite. People would ask me too, what is my favorite weapon? I'm going to give y'all a hint. Anything that would do the job. Gun, knife, tree shredder, axes. Basically anything that I can get my hands on to take a person down completely out. Because I don't believe in just beating somebody up and letting them live. Because then they're going to sneak back on me and try to get me. I don't believe in that. You're going to do something to me, you better make sure you take it to the hem. Because stop my brain. If you stop my brain, you cool. If you don't stop my brain will tell the body, what the hell you get, what the hell you laying there for? Get up. I'm not just going to lay down because my brain don't know how to give up. Never gave up in my life. So those that say or think they know me, they should know me like that. But there ain't too many people living really that was back in the days when I was a kid. They all dead and gone. Basically, worm food. I'm not trying to put them down. I'm just saying, well, you know, that's why I don't want to be buried. I want to be cremated. I don't want to come back. Because you buried me, and I'm going to come back. I'm going to take over the next baby that's born. So if somebody walk up to you, a kid, and start talking about, that's me. I just came back in a different form. But I don't want to go through all this again.
Kid laugh like that, you gonna think they Satan.
Hey, they created me. That's why I said people created me. And then they get mad at me because I give them what they created. Y'all made me the person I am by making me suffer, took me through hell and back. Well, I'm back. And I'm not going nowhere unless you take out the brain. Got to take the brain. I'm giving y'all hints. Brain. And I'm not that, what they call that movie? Where they walk around.
Talk about Night of the Dead.
Yeah.
Romero with the zombies.
Yeah. Night of the Living Dead. Brain. You got to take mine out. You got to stop the brain. You stop the brain, the rest of it gonna go. Doing all this, shooting me up in the body, that just pissing me off. But the comments, please keep them coming. But understand, I'm not going to give y'all anything new because every time I put something up new, somebody out there stealing parts of it or they stealing it all. And I think that they trying to do a little book or movie or something, where they make up their own thing and just run it. And I ain't getting nothing off of that. So I'm not going to give all the details up until whoever want to do a movie deal come right with the money. I'm willing to give them everything. So I got court documents. I got army papers. I got everything that a person would need to complete everything that I've been speaking on.